Look at this photograph. What do you see, or think rather, when you see a picture like that? Oh. There's a man affectionately hugging, I hope it's his girlfriend or partner. Affectionate, do you think?
She's lovely, yeah.
No, not according to Helen Mirren, it's not. No, the Oscar-winning actress. She says she thinks that is a demonstration of ownership and that women should be telling men to get their damned arm off their shoulder. Her words, by the way. Not mine. What do you think when you see a picture like that, or if your partner, if Ray puts his arms around you, or Jane, what do you think if Gary puts a little protective arm around you?
He wouldn't. Not like. I mean, they're young. They're young. They're in the first flush. I kind of get that. I think it's fine with young people. But when I see it with older couples, I do think I wouldn't like it. I do think there's a real kind of like and you see them sort of, and they're slightly out of step, and he's got his arm around there, and it would just really annoy me, and I'd be like, get off. And I see couples when the man does that thing with his, I see women being steered places in their back.
I like that.
Crossing the road. It's like, I can cross the road myself. I don't need to be steered. Or, you know, I don't know. It's a bit puppety for me.
I so disagree with you on this.
Good.
I don't think it is. You know, if someone puts one hand on, I find it really protective. And
I had dinner with a couple once, and he sat throughout the entire dinner with his arm around her like that. And it was almost kind of going, our marriage is better than... Do you know what I mean? Our marriage is better than yours. Because we weren't sitting sort of draped all over each other. And you see it when women are talking to men, sometimes their boyfriend or husband or Ruth will come up behind them and go...
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Saying, she's my girl.
Don't you love more than anything when you see old couples walking hand in hand?
Different.
Lovely,
yeah.
And I always think,
hand in hand
when
is
I'm
joint.
old, somebody will do that to me.
Yeah, so hand-holding,
hand-holding, you're both...
You see that as equal?
It's an equal...
But who's holding
you both want to hold hands.
There's only one way to hold hands.
No, there isn't one way to hold hands, actually.
Isn't there?
Either he's holding your hand or you're holding his hand.
How do you know the difference?
Because when you're a little kid, you reach up, don't you, and hold your mum's hand. She holds it like that. So she's leading you.
Yeah.
So do you do that with Eamon?
I don't know.
Or just change it the other way?
Oh, I don't like that.
Exactly.
Oh, that feels odd.
Eamon's leading you.
Put it to the test later.
Yeah, I think it's chivalrous. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I'm totally happy for a man to sort of put his arm behind me or whatever. It's great. Why not? And also, I do think sometimes it's the dynamic of the relationship, because if you look at Guy Ritchie, when he was with Madonna, it was very much this. And with his new wife, it's very much this. So I do think it also does depend on the dynamic of the couple. Because clearly he was trying to assert his manhood with Madonna.
That's what I say. It's about circumstance and stuff. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
That's sweet.
That's a loving hug.
Yeah, it's a loving hug. But I could remember years and years ago when I was a junior reporter, I was about 21 years old, and I was sent to interview Helen Mirren. And she was starring in a TV film with Kenneth Branagh called Coming Through. And it was D.H. Lawrence and his lover. She was playing his lover, Frida Wheatley. And the photographer said, right, you know, they'd been doing these pictures where they were sort of standing facing the camera. And then he said, right, Helen, if you could just... So, Kenneth, if you look at the camera, and Helen, if you could just look at him. And she went, I will not. I will not. They were like, what? And she said, we either both look at the camera or we both look at each other. I am not going to kind of do this adoring...
Lovingly,
And I was 21 years old, and I remember looking at her thinking, I love you. I love you. You don't do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
I agree with that one, actually. I've been asked to do that in photo shoots with Eamon. They go, would you just like to look at Eamon? I go, no, I look at him all day, thank you.
Yeah.
Look at him anymore.